I've been zoning, I've been zoning.
Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel.
All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if he can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fight.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Enter Bruce Lee.
I mean, that's Bruce Lee in a nutshell. Over and over and over, he did the same thing, and it shows in the technique, because there's no wasted energy. There's no wasted movements. Everything he does with a purpose. He goes in there with an idea of what he's trying to accomplish, and he gets it done. Bruce Lee is the absolute best. Bruce Lee is the man. His grappling, his takedown defense figure to be tested here tonight, but there aren't that many guys who are going to want to stand and trade on a napkin in the center of the octagon with the great Bruce Lee. No, if you're fighting Bruce Lee, you're shooting for takedowns right away.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Osaka, Japan, Assassin. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, Bruce the Dragon Lee.
Okay, guys, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner. You ready? Are you ready?
All right, so the fight is now underway. We'll see how long it goes. You've got a submission specialist on one side, and on the other side, maybe the most well-rounded fighter in this country.
Yeah, he is one of the best fighters in the entire UFC. But in front of him, he has one of the most dangerous fighters across all divisions in the octagon, because that one skill he has is so good that you're in danger the entire time. Left hand punch in the clinch.
Went for the inside leg kick.
Come on, buddy. Keep your hands up. Let's go.
All right, single collar tie now. And now he's got that tie clinch. We'll see what he can do with it. Lee gets the tie clinch here. So there's that takedown defense on full display yet again. It's held up for him.
He does a fantastic job of squaring up his hips, getting his legs back, and understanding not to allow his opponent to get going on his takedown finish. If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space.
Working out of that southpaw stance. Back to his feet. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Ooh, now he's got the tie plum, Daniel. If you're on the other side, what are you trying to do to get out of this potentially dangerous position?
You got to start digging your shoulder to a side and then trying to shove an underhook. You cannot bend down to try to get out of Muay Thai punch.
Lee gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. Just over 2 minutes to go.
Look at the angle of that nice body kick.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Staying busy in the clinch to avoid a separation. Just misses there with the left. And there comes the separation now. Takedown attempts starting to pile up. And both guys really throwing with authority. Trying to establish that jab once again. Lee gets caught with that punch. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie.
Look at that switch knee. Beautiful switch knee.
And he defends yet another takedown. Seemingly every takedown attempt that has been tried has been stuffed. And a nice jab there, champ.
The jab was a lost art in mixed martial arts. Guys have found it, and they are fighting behind it real well. Oh, he hurt bad with the jab.
Love the way you're mixing up combinations, just like you drilled in the gym.
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
All right, round two is now upon us. Pretty competitive first 5 minutes, I thought.
It's exactly what we expected. We expected when we saw this on the match sheet that these two guys were evenly matched. Let's see who really takes control as we go into the second round. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
All right, well, he's landed some good shots tonight, but there's no three-piece, there's no soda. More often than not, it's one and done.
He's not even getting a combination. I mean, if you're gonna sit there at the drive-thru, order a combination, take the soda with your food, give him the right hand behind the jab, give him the hook behind the right hand, jab, right hand, hook. That's 2 pieces of chicken and a biscuit. Finish him off with the uppercut. That is your soda. I mean, come on, man. Let this guy have the whole thing. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick. Beautiful strike.
Oh, head kick. Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Takedown defense holds up.
You gotta check these low leg kicks.
A little single collar tie there.
It's very tricky when he throws that body kick. It almost looked like he went limp there for a second.
Give me some pumps. Uppercut.
Oh, looking to land the leg kick. That one checked.
Big powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here.
Keep your hands up. Use your foot.
Throwing that jab, no good. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. And they separate. And he landed the right hand there. Single collar tie now. Oh, nice combination of strikes there. In terms of the accuracy, I mean, that's exactly what a coach is looking for.
That's exactly. It's like the guy is hitting pads. It's like he's hitting focus mitts, but instead, he's dancing all over his opponent's face.
Lee gets hit with a kick.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Nice display of technique by him there on the side kick. Now we'll see if he can follow it up.
Very traditional technique that a lot of guys are using now in the UFC.
And he lands a punch there. Pretty good connection by him.
Great connection. He's in a great flow right now.
All right, let's check out some of the action now from that previous round, and he really kept finding a home for those kicks.
Yeah, and why would you change it? If your opponent is not going to check, if he's going to stand there and he's not on his toes and he's stationary, you keep driving those kicks into his thighs, into his body, until he makes some sort of adjustment.
All right, so back-to-back entertaining rounds. We'll see how it goes in this round. We'll see which corner sort of maximize those 60 seconds on the stick.
This is what happens. Very skilled, very evenly matched fighters coming together. Nobody has really taken a lead in this fight. Let's see who's done it.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transitions.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent.
Big kick lands.
Hands high. Right hand upstairs.
That's a big strike right there.
Back and forth we go here.
Huge knee lands from the tie clinch. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks. Big head kick lands.
Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there. Sound defense there as he blocks the shot. Beautiful hook. Oh, he lands another strike to the bottom. Double leg. Oh, and he finally gets the takedown now. So what do they say? Try again.
If at first he jumps on a headlock, we call this in wrestling just a headlock, and if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side, get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes to the finish. Watch it. Oh, he might have got it with a choke.
Wow. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into it. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
All right, let us look back at some of the action from that previous round. DC punches in bunches.
I mean, over and over, he landed that big punch, and every time he landed it, he got the reaction that he was looking for. His opponent really did start to take notice every time he was loading that strike up.
Snap out of it. You're taking too much damage. You have to start defending yourself, or I'm going to stop the fight. You got to keep your hands up.
All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous frame.
Yes, it wasn't a bar fight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times when it came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Single collar tie here. Unable to connect with the right hand there.
Straight punch lands. He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt
High close guard now. Working on a guillotine.
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Oh, what a beautiful, seamless transition to side mount as he counters the guillotine. Might be able to sink in a Von Flue choke here. And there it is! So a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
So there he is, your winner by submission tonight, and that is how you put the rest of the division on notice. A huge result for him here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 45 seconds of round number 4. For the winner by submission, Bruce the Dragon Lee!
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame.
Thank you for watching. Please wait for more videos. See you soon.
Tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission. They knew what